All right, hello and welcome to the weather update. It is 9:30 on November 24th, 2018, and we are watching this rainstorm heading our way. And you can see it's really starting to get kind of ramped up here. We're looking at the radar right now, and you can see some really heavy rains now coming on through. It looks like it's really pouring around Philadelphia here, and this is going to start pivoting eastward, and then we have this moisture also coming in off the ocean. We can look at the radar image also from the National Weather Service. You can see this really heavy rain just off to the south that's going to start moving over Long Island in the next hour or two. So we're going to actually go and look at the home page here for the Weather Service and see if they've issued any flood watches for our area. Let's see now. We have a coastal flood watch, but is there a flood watch in effect for our area? So let's take a look at the observations, see if there is. So I don't know if there's going to be one or not. We're waiting for it to load. Um, so while we wait, we'll just look at this again. And this is the storm again. You can see it's really getting wrapped up. I'll zoom it in for you here a little bit. So you can see it's really getting wrapped up. You can see it's almost starting. You can see the signature here of a developing low pressure system very easily here. Alright, so this is finally loaded. No flood watch in effect, just a coastal flood warning. I think that's a mistake. I don't know. The Weather Service used to be very cautious, and they used to. Now it's like they dropped the ball on the snowstorm, and now I feel they're dropping ball on this, where I think there's going to be some flash flooding tonight because of these rains, and they really need to be talking about it, but they're not, unfortunately. So it is. Let's see what the conditions are further south. Let's go toward Atlantic City, where, oh yeah, it's a lot warmer there. It's up to 54, and the dew point is up to 54. So you can see there's some moist air coming in. And look at these wind gusts, east at 26, gusting to 35. So these winds are going to create some real problems tonight. Could be some scattered power outages, coastal flooding. Let's see what it is in Toms River. 52, 51, and the dew point is getting up there too as well. East at 13, gusting to 22. So yeah, this storm is intensifying because it's got a lot of moisture to work with. All right, so let's take a look at the models here and see. I'm not even going to bother with GFS because we looked at that earlier. We need something that updates a little more frequently than that. Let's take a look. We already have the 0Z NAM in, so let's take a look at the latest. Look at this stream of moisture just coming in. Really heavy showers and possibly even thunderstorms that are offshore. The NAM seems to keep the worst of that just off to the south, but you can see our developing low pressure system here very quickly, and it just keeps the worst of the rain just to the south. I'm not sure if I'm buying that. Like looking at the radar, I think it might wind up hitting our area. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. It's very close, and the NAM has the Jersey Shore getting clocked with heavy rain, and then the heavy rain kind of misses Long Island, and then that system kind of moves away. And then we have another rainstorm coming, but I'm not even going to talk about that one. Let's get through this one. We have another one coming for Monday, but we got to get through this one first. So let's take a look at the total accumulated precipitation on this run and see where it puts it. So yeah, it puts it over the Jersey Shore, close to 3 to 4 inches here. 2, 3, 4 inches possible here. For the rest of us, it would be 1 to 2 according to the NAM. All right, but then there are other models, and the HRRR is an even higher refresh rate model. So it has HRRR has a similar reflection, with the heaviest rain falling now over the Jersey Shore. And we'll look at the actual radar and see how that looks. So yeah, it has the heaviest rain falling over the Jersey Shore, and it looks like it has it falling apart for Long Island. I don't know if I'm buying that. I don't know if I'm buying that. I really don't. Does this display? This does not display the dew. It does display the dew point. All right, let's take a look at that dew point, because that's a sign of how much moisture is in the air. Yeah, it's underdoing it a little bit, just as I thought. Yep, it's underdoing the dew point. Let's see, because right now we are at like 01Z. The dew point's already higher than that in southern New Jersey. Let's take a look at the temperatures. Let's see if it's underdoing the temperatures. it, temperatures are in line with what we expect here on the HRRR. Keeps the warmth and the humidity just offshore, but you can see there's a lot of warm, humid air just offshore that's going to be fueling this storm. So let me move this back over to the NAM, and let's take a look and see where the NAM has the temperatures. All right, NAM has the temperatures in line with, so it keeps the system south, and that would keep the worst of the rains away from Long Island. And the moisture, so keep the moisture feed away from Long Island. But it's awfully close. You know, when you're dealing with these, let me look at this dew point on this as well. So yeah, it's awfully close. So that moist air comes very close to Long Island. Whether it makes it over us or not remains to be seen. But again, this is the radar, and really it looks like it's heading right for us on this radar right here from Intellicast. You could see this heavy rain. So I'm thinking this storm may track a little closer. And it's got to be just pouring in Philadelphia right now. Really pouring. And it's probably going to start, like I said, it's going to start pivoting this way. And the storm, you can see it's just starting to get wrapped up. Let me look at the satellite image. Let me look at the satellite. Let me look at this on satellite and see what this looks like here. So this is more of a nowcasting thing. We're not quite looking at the models anymore. We're just looking at a couple of models, but we're just basically trying to get the idea of where the axis of the heavy rain is going to fall by looking at this. So yeah, you could see really getting wrapped up here. You could see it. I'm thinking, yeah, it might just miss Long Island, but it's too close to call. I mean, either way, we're going to get heavy rain, but the difference is whether we're going to get into the heaviest rain. I'm concerned we still are, despite what the models are saying, even though most of them are saying that. We're not going to get into the heaviest rain because it's awfully close to us. And the storm, at least on here, looks a little further northwest than the models are depicting. So it could be, I think, suffocating. We all have a risk of seeing 3 to 4 inches of rain and flash flooding tonight, as well as coastal flooding from the high winds that will, it looks like Jersey Shore is probably going to get the worst of that. Long Island right now, we can look at the observation here with the winds and see the winds on Long Island aren't too bad. We'll look at Islip right now. Yeah, east at 10, so not nearly as bad as New Jersey. But if we go just offshore, you see it's already up to 50 out there. But if we go to New Jersey, I'm sorry, if we go and look at the marine observations here, we're going to see if we can get to some. It's weird. It doesn't. Where's the marine observation? All right, maybe it's over here. Yeah, here it is. Latest summary of coastal buoys. So, all right. So, let's see. South of Fire Island, air temperatures up to 55. The water temperature is 53, and we have an east wind at 25, gusting to 33. So yeah, it's very close. So we have to watch it, and maybe I'll have another weather update for you later. I'm really concerned about this storm. You can tell that because this thing is really wrapped up quite tight. In fact, we're going to go right back to the radar one more time and look at it again from the Weather Service website here. And I'm going to actually look at it from New Jersey here. And let's play this into the loop. So, actually, there was a special marine warning out for a thunderstorm over here. So, you could see it looks like the heaviest rain axis is over here. But again, we have this feed coming right up from the southeast. So, with such a moist feed, we have to be cautious of heavy rains. But right now, Philadelphia is getting in on this, the heaviest rain. But this is moving from southwest to northeast. So to me, it looks like this batch of heavy rain is going to wind up moving right over us. So, and I'm very curious to see how much rain they've already gotten in Philadelphia or just northwest of there. So let me just pull up an observation from there and see if we can get that. Let me see if I can get an observation from that area, and then that'll bring this weather update to an end. So right over in this area right here is where they're getting a lot of rain. So let's see. Pottstown. Heavy rain. All right, they haven't gotten up. All right, but they have heavy rain right there. So it is raining very heavy there right now. And same thing for, we'll go to Philadelphia. We'll look at Philadelphia here. Philadelphia 49 with heavy rain. So they're all reporting heavy rain, but that's not really registering yet in the rain gauges. But the heavy rain is starting. So that will bring this weather update to an end. Maybe I'll have another one for you later, but just beware of this storm. There's going to be flash flooding tonight. It's going to be very difficult driving. Be careful out there if you are traveling, because it's really going to be a rough night into early in the morning. And then this moves out, and then we should have a rather peaceful Sunday. All right. I hope if conditions warrant, I will have another weather update for you later on. Take care.